All right. Hey. Thank you all for tuning in to Brunch with Besties podcast. I am Chanel, and my beautiful co host, Sherry Renee, will be joining shortly. She is getting herself set up. But in the meantime, we are going to kick things off with Miss Ebony P. She is back with us. The author, the cerebral palsy advocate herself, is here with us again, and I'm so excited. Today, we're going to be talking about people are scared to heal because they don't know who they'll become. All right. But in the meantime, we are glad that you are listening to Brunch with Besties podcast. Hopefully, you are listening. Well, only you can listen on the Good News Radio app. We've changed some things up. So we are glad you are joining us live. All right. So say hello, Miss Ebony P. Welcome back. Welcome.
Hey, y'all. Hey, thanks for having me back again. It feel like I never left though, but you know what I mean.
Yes, it definitely feels like you never left. Listen, child, because me and you be talking every day.
Every day.
Um, every single day. But we're gonna start like we always do with the toast. And since my beautiful co-host is not on with us yet, she will be joining us shortly. I will start with my toast, and I'm going to give my toast to spring break, y'all. I made it. Your girl made it to spring break. I am so excited to be on spring break. So Saturday I end up having to work Saturday Academy School. So we have like scholars come and they do like extra work on Saturdays. So I was dead tired. So after I left work on Saturday, I was like knocked out. So then Sunday, Easter Sunday, I actually didn't do anything. I like slept and just lay in the bed because my body needed it so bad. So that is what I did. That is who I'm giving my toast to. Praise God for spring break. I'm so excited for these next couple of days because your girl needed this time away. Do you hear me? All right, so I'm gonna pass it on to you, Miss Ebony P. Who you giving your toast to today?
Okay, my toast today is kind of lengthy. So it's everybody should just gather their glasses because it's kind of lengthy. First I want to give a toast to everybody that bought dinners from us on Saturday. Shout out to Chloe Janae's Committed to Care LLC, Ebony P Ministries, and Voices of the Youth, or as we're known in these here good streets, Three Little Women. So that so that's my first toast. The second toast I want to give, well, it should have been first, but it's okay. He understands. To my husband, Bernard, because listen, wherever I need to go, he makes sure I'm there, okay, on time, because he knows I hate being late because I don't drive. And he was one of our delivery drivers on Saturday, and he was making it happen. Him and the kids, they was dropping off the dinners. And I have one more toast that I want to do. I want to give a toast to the owner of Sees Open Doors. That is his name is Dion Peak. He also has cerebral palsy like myself, and he is also a fitness trainer, and we be doing joint workouts and stuff together. So I wanted to give a shout out to him because he is just starting up, and he literally has been pushing it hard since he started. And of course, to y'all for having me back again.
Hey, okay. I like all those toasts. That's what's up. That's what's up. So yes, we are glad and thank you. Thank you for always keeping us in the loop of the things that you have going on. We definitely want to support when we can because we just love you. So there it is. There it is. So shout out to all your toasts. But again, thank you all for listening to Brunch with Besties podcast. Our mission is to heal and help others as we heal and help ourselves. So we're glad that you all tuned in tonight to join us on this healing journey. We're going to keep on going. Again, my bestie, Sherry Renee, will be joining us shortly. But in the meantime, I'm going to break bread. So what's going on? So we always start with me. But it's a lot going on. So I'm on spring break, but I am trying to make sure that I am doing things for the podcast. So we bought all this new furniture to revamp. So just fixing up our studio, which is partly why I'm not there today because it was kind of a mess. Just clearing everything out and trying to put the new stuff in. We're both recording from home today, but it's all good. We're gonna make it work. And also I want to also shout out to Full Circle Television. They had an event to premiere the season 3 of their Relationship Goals, a series titled Co-Parenting, which was really great. So if you are a co-parent, if you're dating somebody, you're engaged to someone with a child, definitely you want to take a look at this. Not all relationships are created equal. They're not the same, but it's great to take a look at the multifaceted relationships that are part of the relationship goals series. I had a blast watching the series premiere, and it does come on every Wednesday, so make sure you tune into that. So shout out to Kayla and Marcus. That was really awesome. And the other day was 414 day, so a lot of Milwaukee stuff has been happening. The Bucks are in the playoffs. They won game one, so you already know I'm excited. Last summer, me and Sherry Renee, we was lit. We was going to the Bucks playoff games. We was lit. We was outside. So I'm always excited to be outside and do those fun things. But that's what's going on with me. My son is, his basketball life is just picking up. So y'all, today was my first official day off of work for spring break. But from 8 this morning till just about an hour ago, I was running around like doing all my adulting stuff that I don't normally get to do during the week. So like doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, just running JR to different practices or clinics that he needed to go to, like shooting clinics. So your girl is tired. But after this, I do have an IG live, so join me there if you want to tune into that, where I'll be talking to Kayla Lewis Allen and another young lady about parenting, mommyhood on Instagram live tonight at 9. So tune into that if you'd like to. All right, love, what is going on? Break bread.
Oh, child, your stuff was busy. So,
Right.
but while I'm talking about you, mine is just as busy. So this Saturday, again, as we're known, the Three Little Women, but this is Voices of the Youth. We are doing a braiding 101 for the youth. So shout out to Voices of the Youth for that. So I will be at that Saturday. As you know, the workouts continue. The workouts don't stop. I do adaptive workouts during the week with other people. So that is heavily taking up my schedule. And then Saturday. I meant to say the writing 101 is on Sunday. Sorry.
Okay,
After
cool.
church. So we gotta go praise the Lord first.
There you
Um
go.
but Saturday I will be doing a check-in on Zoom about 6:30, and the title of that check-in is called It Takes a Village. So I will be doing that. And yeah, that's it for right now.
That is awesome. Yes, sis be super busy. Like she is always doing something. Like I said, anytime that Sherry, Renee, and I can participate or help out, we definitely try to. But you are booked and busy, and we love to see it. Do you hear me? So yes, that is what's up. All right, so moving right along to tea time, which is our favorite part of the show, where we get all up into whoever we have on the show, their business. But in this case, this title of this episode, people are scared to heal because they don't know who they'll become. This came about from your last episode when you were here. So you came on to talk about the books that you have, but we barely even touched the surface of your story, of the books that you have out currently. You actually just released some other things after that, so it like didn't stop. But let's kind of go back a little bit. So tell the people who you are, your age, whatever you want them to know for those who missed that first episode, but please go back and listen to it. But just give a recap of who Ebony P is.
Okay, well, my name is Ebony P, last name Jones. I am an authoress, like Molly said on Girlfriends,
Yes,
authoress, honey.
authoress. Yes.
Um, I am an authoress. I am a differently able advocate. I do not say disabled. Just have to keep reiterating that I do not say disabled because there's nothing broken about me or anyone else that's differently able. We just have to do things differently. I am a mother. I am a wife. I am a friend. I am whatever the Lord tells me to be is the easy way to put it. And I am 38. Preferably in a couple months, I'll be turning 39. Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, that's pretty much some. Oh, and I have cerebral palsy. Hello. Um, duh. And for those that don't know what that is, the easiest way that I can explain that is it's like your brain is having a stroke as you're coming through the birth canal.
Okay. Okay. Yes. So that's a great recap for those who need to go back and listen to your very first episode. But we just wanted to remind them of those who are tuning in now of who you are and what you do. So welcome, Renee. You are here. Yay, you made it.
Hey, hey, Ebony. Hey, bestie. I see
Hey,
y'all.
you made it. I'm so glad you're
Wow.
here. All right. So we just jumped right on into it. But I do want to check in with you. How are you? Let's break bread real quick.
You know, I'm still here, so all is well.
Hey, you are still here. That's what's
I
up.
am still here, so all is well.
Nice. Okay.
Yes.
Well, listen, not complaining. Praise the Lord. Glad you are here. You're smiling for the most part. So I will take that. Yes.
For the most part,
For the
that's
most part, listen, there's a smile on your face, child. We're gonna take it. But again, so today we're talking with Ebony P, and we're kind of gonna touch base on what she was supposed to talk about the last time, which was her books, and that we did not get to. But also something stemmed from that, and that was the idea that people are scared to heal because they don't know who they'll become, which was really like what? Like we had to like bookmark that because we was like, okay, here's something else with our healing. So let's again jump right back into it. So Ebony, let's talk about a little bit about your first book that you released. And why was it important for you to release that?
Well, the first book that I released was actually my autobiography, which is "What Separates to a Queen." The reason why I released it, honestly, is because it was healing for me. Because when I got pregnant, so many people was asking me questions. I would get it on my nerves. Asking me questions like, "How you gonna be able to do this? How you gonna be able to do this?" Like, because they were so focused on the cane and what they thought I couldn't do. And it was like, instead of me like just going back and forth, I was like, I'm just gonna write. So that's how the book was birthed. It was like for me to answer all the questions without like getting upset, but then at the same time helping with my healing, because I had to be able to understand that everybody doesn't understand. And even after you explain to them or they see it, they still don't understand. They still be like, well, how? Like, some things you just ain't gonna understand. Just know that I can do it and it's okay.
Okay, listen, that's the part that you're not gonna understand, but just recognize that here I am.
oh,
Here I
sit
am.
back and watch. Let me show you how.
Okay, that's the best teacher. Like just sit back and watch. Like I can't tell you, but watch my actions. Watch the way I
Yeah.
move. Watch,
And I mean our lives are testimonies, right? So you think it's impossible? That's great. Watch
Mhm.
this miracle.
Indeed. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. So you said writing your autobiography was healing for you. So who were you like before writing your autobiography?
Oh,
Who was
child, we
Ebony
don't
before that? She's like, uh-uh.
we don't got enough time on the show. We don't got enough time. Honestly, I've always loved myself, but it was still like a where do I belong type of judge. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never been afraid to do anything because, like, in high school and all that stuff, I was on pom poms and all that. Okay, with my skirt on. Okay, hello. But but it was still kind of like a where do I belong? Like, what is the purpose of everything that I experiencing? Like, I wanted to understand what I was feeling. Like, because I saw people like me, but they weren't like me, if that makes sense. So it was like me really healing myself, like understanding myself and knowing what I like, what I don't like, and like how people's words or thoughts really did affect me as I was figuring out who I was and where I belong.
No, that's definitely good, and I can resonate with that as well after writing my journey. Like, who was I before and during that time of writing it, and then the person that I am now. Like, yeah, definitely finding myself of who I am. Who is Chanel, the person? So I definitely can resonate with that. That's what's up. Yeah, that's good. So as you were writing it, you were kind of on this self journey, a self discovery. Last week we talked about 9 habits to make you successful in healing? And I know you listen because you be riding with us, and we love that.
I did, and I almost threw my phone and blocked y'all again, but it's okay. Y'all survived another day without me hitting the
We
block
survived
button.
another day, child. We
We
survived another
made
day.
it. We made it without getting, told off. We made it.
God was
I'm
this
happy
slow.
about
God was this slow.
it. So, what do you think helped you in, aside from writing your autobiography, but what else was something that was successful in your healing journey?
Um, Definitely learning the power of no.
Mm.
Um, for sure learning the power of no, because I always was like, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. And I was like, no, sis, I ain't gonna be able to do it. No, bro, I ain't gonna be. It was definitely learning the power of no, but then at the same time, understanding my worth and not being afraid to use my voice and not being afraid if everybody didn't agree with what I had to say. So those were very, very heavy for me.
Mm.
And then did you feel the need to say yes because you wanted to prove to people that like I can do this? Like
Yeah,
I'm not who you say I am, but
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
yeah.
That was definitely it. And then it was too like I used to be the person that always explained the reason why I said no. Like, well, I'm telling you no because of this. But then I had to think like I don't explain why I say yes, so why am I explaining why I say no? A no is no. The Bible says, "Let your yays be yays and your nays be nays." So
That's what it say.
you know, so yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I listen. we was getting down, and I even had to listen to that episode again, and I was just like, we was really snapping. Like
Yeah,
that
I was.
episode was really good, and it was definitely helpful for me to like even revisit some of them. Like, well, are you doing what you said on the show? Like, are you doing
Mhm.
this actively? So that was good. So yeah, so now thinking about your own healing journey and your ability to now say no without and or but or some type of follow up with your no. So do you think that you at the time you were afraid to heal because you didn't know who you were going to be on the other side?
Oh, for sure, because I got comfortable in my own whatever I was in. I wouldn't even necessarily say that I was hurting, but I wasn't whole.
Mm,
So I would more say that I was broken because I was still trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, who I was and where I belong. So definitely for sure. Because I'm like, okay, if you ain't got to depend on this consistent this person always pulling for you because they know that you can provide this or whatever, then what are you gonna be without that? But then I had to look at it like, what is this really offering me that I keep clinging to? Like some of the things that we continue to cling to is like, are we truly getting satisfaction from them? Like, are we truly growing for them, or are they like temporary fixes and feelings? You know what I'm saying? Like when something break and you patch it up, it only lasts for so long before it has to be refixed. And it's like, do you really want to keep going through that? Like, do you really want to keep repatching yourself from the same stuff that you keep allowing to enter when you could just be like, no, never mind. That's not it.
mm,
Yeah, I think
mhm,
it's totally the boiling water effect, right? Where it's like you
Mm-hmm.
become used to the toxicity, right? It's like that frog in the boiling water where you turn it up slowly and the frog doesn't even feel it and it's comfortable. So whatever your brokenness is, whatever your hurt is, whatever the pain is, it's like I could heal, but I don't know what that is. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know who I'm going to be because if I heal, I got to change. Like healing literally equates to change. So
Mm-hmm.
that might mean a new job, that might mean new friends, that might mean it means a new me. That
mhm,
means a new place. Like I can't do the same stuff, I can't say the same stuff, I can't wear the same, like I have to change, I have to evolve.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who that person is.
Yeah.
And I've gotten comfortable with this person.
Right. And it's
right,
right. I'm
I
comfortable
kind of
right
like
here.
her.
Yeah,
right,
because
She cute.
you know what comes with that person.
yeah,
Like you said, if you have to go back to the beginning, have to start anew, like have to literally peel off all of these layers, you like
And then it makes you question everything too, right?
Mhm.
Like, because once you acknowledge that something isn't right, you become responsible to fix it,
Mhm.
right? And then it makes you question everything, because if you were allowing things that weren't okay, then it calls into question your own character, your own standards, your own beliefs, right? And then it's like, now we got to backtrack. How did I even get here? Why was
Mhm.
this okay?
And that backtrack be a mother. Do you hear
That
me?
backtrack, look, oh my God,
Whew, the backtrack will get you, okay?
every time.
Every time. Oh my
Yeah, because when
God.
you backtrack, then you see the patterns.
Yes, yes.
That's it.
But
Listen.
then when you backtrack too, it makes you accountable. And like
Mm,
we were talking about before, everybody don't want to be accountable, but in order to heal, you have to hold yourself accountable. If you're not going to operate in accountability, you're not going to heal, because you can't keep blaming everybody else, because some part of it is our fault. Like it ain't everybody's fault. Like some part of it is our fault.
Yeah, because if nothing else, you keep choosing wrong,
Mhm.
yep.
right? Or you keep allowing,
Yep.
or you keep making excuses. That's me.
Listen.
That last one was for me. You make excuses,
I'm talking about me. Listen.
because I
Listen.
know Chanel always think I'm taking shots. So just so we're clear,
Hey, listen, I'm definitely like, that sounds like me too.
all three of them are really me, but especially the last one.
Yes, but yes, for sure. And we talked about that on the last episode about just being accountable um for your healing, number one, and for the things that is happening in your life. And we do kind of try to look at those externals, but then we allowed it. We gave a yes, or we made the
Or you
choice to
engage
do
with it.
something. We engage with it. We made that choice to do that. So you really have to be accountable when you're talking about this healing journey, because again, this healing journey is yours. It's not
Mhm.
anybody else's. It's yours and yours alone. So you
Yeah.
have to be accountable for that. Hmm.
Yeah. And
That's
that's just like when somebody knock on your door or somebody answer or call your phone. You have the choice to say, "Who is it? You can come in," or "Hey girl, how you do?" Like you have the choice to open the door or answer that phone. So we have the choice of who we give the access to. So again, that's us being accountable. Like we have the keys, right? But it's like we making copies of these keys and giving them to everybody, and then want to blame them, but we gave them the key.
Right.
So
We
we
blame
have,
them for using the key. Yeah.
that we gave them.
That
And
we
then when
gave
they
them.
lose the key and they be like, "Oh, I lost the key," then we be like, "Oh, it's okay. I got another one right here for you." Like that
Exactly.
could have been your clue to be like, you know what?
Right. They
Let
don't
me,
even respect the key.
right. Let me just not, because you're not respecting the access that I have granted you.
okay. Come through with
Look,
the analogy. Y'all know how I feel about them. I'm like, I see that. I love it. Yes. You can't be losing my keys.
but
Yeah, I'm not
the
putting
the
you in the
problem is that we are so comfortable
door.
and so
Hmm.
familiar with the key and who we
Yeah.
gave it to,
Hello. And then if that
right?
key is missing off the ring,
Mm,
hello,
mm.
we feel like something
We
is
miss it.
missing.
We missed the key. So
Ooh,
we gonna make another one, even if it's with a different person. We gonna give it to
Hello,
a different person, but
it's
we
gonna
gonna go
be
make the same key
with a
and
new
give it
color, with the new little
with
color
a new
ring
color.
around it, because it's a new.
listen, I almost threw this computer because now
No,
y'all
no,
going somewhere.
no, it's not a computer.
Listen, y'all going somewhere. I feel like this is for me. Listen here. Wow. Yes. Yeah, I
Look, but
mean,
isn't that what we do?
that is absolutely what we do. And
And it
to
be
hear
the
it,
same. We attract the same type of people because we haven't changed,
that's the
Hmm.
part. That is the part. We
Like
attract
we
or the
said,
same type of place, right? You stop going to
yeah,
that place, but now you're going to the same, a different place, but it's the same.
it's the same thing. Yep. And it'll
or like
keep showing up until
yeah.
you really choose to be accountable and heal.
That just made me think. Y'all know I'm so random how stuff be coming to me, but like that just made me think. Like when we be washing clothes, right? Rinse, cycle, and repeat. We be like, we gonna rinse this off. We gonna talk about this little bit, and they be like, yeah, okay. You be like, okay. So then you think it's good, so it's rinsed off. Then you right back in that cycle, and then you finna repeat it all over again. Like we really just gotta be able to be like, let's just this not it. Like we really gotta be okay
That's why you got to be
with
able to identify the cycles and the patterns.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yes, yes.
Better yet, your cycles and your
Yeah,
patterns,
not that.
right?
Yes, yes.
Mm. No, that was that rinse cycle repeat, that is good because you can see it happening. You're like, wait a minute, because your body doesn't forget. Like maybe your mind will, but your body and your gut is gonna remember that exact cycle. Like, hang on, listen,
Mm-hmm.
gut, I'm trying to speak to you. Is you listening? Because we've done this. We've been through this before. And you'll try to talk yourself out of it in our mind, like, no, like this different. It ain't gonna be like that
Well, because we want it to be
because we
different.
wanted to listen. We
Well,
want it.
actually, here's the thing: we want the end result to be different, but we really want it. We want to do the same thing and get a different result. That's the issue because we're
And
comfortable with what we're doing.
yep,
But that's also insanity. The
that's
definition of
insanity.
Hello,
I was
that
just
insanity.
is
about to
the
say that.
exact definition.
Yes.
But that's what we want, and then we be flabbergasted when the same result happens. We be like,
We be
Shocked.
at, we be
Shocked.
applaud, clutching pearls and everything,
"Girl,
snatching
clutch your
wigs,
pearl."
edges, and etc.
I can't believe it. I just cannot understand. Now I'm really talking about me because I literally be like, I just don't understand. I just don't. And then I'd be like, well, same everything, same input equals same output.
Same
It's
scenario.
just
It's
in a different.
actually
It's just in
basic
a different
math.
package. It's just in a different package. That's it.
Exactly.
Oh, every time. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. That listen, we already starting to over here.
You got to do something radical sometimes. You got to do something. You got
You
to
got to
shake it
shut
up.
the table like K.
Shake
Michelle.
the
Ooh,
table.
Hip hop.
okay. I'm like, yes, we are snapping. But I do think that, and I do think that is what can keep a lot of people from taking a healing journey or wanting to heal because I think this is what I'm going through with my fitness journey. Like it's the same thing. Like I don't know who I'll be after that. I'm kind of psyching myself out to even go through it. So it's just like, girl, you're gonna be better. That's what you know. But whatever's in
Mhm.
my brain that's psyching me out to not get me to jumpstart is something. But I could totally see people doing the same thing with their healing. Like, no, I'm good. Like I don't need to heal. Like
Well,
I'm fine.
let's follow that analogy all the way through, shall we?
Let's
I
do
mean,
it.
that example. Let's follow that example all the way through. I
Let's do
too.
it.
So Ebony be doing her fitness stuff
All
faithfully,
the
honey.
time. Do you hear me? All the time.
Because when I
Listen,
see her, I be like, now let me at least get some steps in. Jesus, let me squat a little bit. Jesus,
A little bit.
just
just
do 5 of them. Just do 5.
just let me get a couple deep squats.
Listen.
But let's follow that through. Because I too, I've had the same issue, Chanel. So let's follow it through, right? So we complain about where we are,
Yes, we do.
right?
A
We
mess.
complain about where we are. The jeans don't fit right. This don't fit right. Blah blah blah. Okay.
All that.
I at one point just thank God for COVID. Not thank God for COVID, but thankfully because of COVID, I have banned all jeans. I just recently started wearing them again.
Said they were
Okay.
out.
They were out.
Look,
I said,
look,
I've been
you hear me?
delivered from the jeans. I don't need them. They don't need me. They don't serve
We're
me.
good.
Who made them anyway?
Listen,
Y'all broke up.
We broke up.
y'all
We
was
broke
done.
up.
Listen.
Okay, but then I started having to get back into life and actually go places where leggings were not necessarily always acceptable.
Mm.
Hmm.
So now I'm like, okay, these jeans fit kind of nice, right? Some other ones not so much. The scale say what the scale say.
Hey, listen.
In either way, I need to lose like probably 20 pounds.
Same. And I'm gonna stop you right there because it's almost our time for break. So we do want you all to continue to tune in with us on Brunch with Bessie's podcast. You are listening live on the Good News Radio app. And in a few seconds, we are going to get to our ads. And we will see you back shortly.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, maybe not. I lied. Okay, so I don't know what I did, but they'll let me know. So we are back. Thank you for listening to Brunch with Bessie's podcast. We are joined with Ebony P, and we are talking about people are scared to heal because they don't know who they'll become. So thank you for tuning in. And Sherry Renee was going on with finishing out our story, our fitness story, because we're gonna get it together. Here we go.
Yes. So we want to lose weight, right? We say, you know what? We need to get down 20. And We complain about it, right?
Yep, we do.
We complain about it,
Listen.
but we're comfortable in the habits that we have today,
Mm, that's good.
right? That's the boiling water because we
Yep.
know what we need to do.
Yep.
Because when it was time to go to Cancun, we had a
Listen,
whole squat gang.
do you
Okay,
hear me? We was on point. Like, look,
everybody was squatting and checking in.
everybody,
Okay,
do you hear me?
and getting their steps and doing the absolute most
Man,
as a collective.
listen,
One band,
together.
one sound. Okay,
Listen here. Goodness.
right. So clearly, we know what we need to do. We got comfortable in our toxic habits, and but then we have the nerve to complain about it. We have the unmitigated gall to complain and say this don't fit right, or I don't like how this looks on me, or I need to lose this weight. Okay, well, you have done no steps. You have not changed.
Girl, at all.
So we don't like it, but we want to sit here and complain, but we don't want to change.
Yep. That's the
Yeah.
part. And everything must
But
change.
you can't do both
You cannot. You cannot.
because whatever you tolerate, you are allowing.
Listen, that it and it's crazy because, like you said, we complain, but we want the result. But the thing about it is, we know the work that is going to take to get the result that we want, but we don't want to do the work, but we want the result. You can't get the result without the work. That you can't. Like you can, like I did a video today. Y'all know I'm always doing something. I did a video today and I said, you could believe it all you want. Like, yeah, I'm gonna believe. I'm gonna, work out. I'm gonna receive my healing. I'm gonna do that. You can believe it, right? But you have to believe it. You have to speak it. You have to have faith for it, and you have to do it. Like all of those things go together. You can't have one without the other. You can't want a result but don't want to put in the work. You can't want to be healed but don't want to put in the work. Like we want all of these results and all of this good stuff, but we don't want to do the work. And with the work, it requires us breaking us apart. And we don't want to do that because, again, we're scared of who we become once we break off those different things. Or if we start looking different, okay? Because let me tell y'all something, when my stomach started going down, baby, it was over. It was crop top season every day. I don't care if it was 32 degrees outside, okay? So it's just, you know.
Listen, I love
So
that.
who are we scared? So what? Because I mean, we've lost the weight before. So
Listen,
what are we scared that we're going to become if we lose weight?
I have no idea what makes us afraid. Like, what is it? And I think a part of it, at least for me, is doing the work. Like, I want what I want, but not necessarily the work that comes in it, which is crazy because, again, these are things that I will tell myself, and it's so trifling, y'all. But I'll be like, yeah, I'm not a morning person. Like, I can't get up, earlier than my alarm clock. But let us be going on a trip and let the flight leave at 6 o'clock. Your girl will be up, moving around, like not
Your girl will be
sleepy.
calling me, talking about some. Is you up?
Listen, your
Did you
girl
pack?
is calling. Is you packed? Is you woke?
Where you at?
Like,
Don't miss the flight.
your girl is on top of things, but let it come to like me having to get up to work out. So again, a part of it is the work, but a larger part in that for me is the discipline of it all. Just having the discipline to get up and to do it, and to think that I can do it and to believe in myself. Like even if I get off track, like just keep going. Like don't never stop completely, but just keep going. Um, so those, I'm still working on it, trying to figure out like if I want what I want, like I have to do the work. Like, and I should know that in my life. Like nothing that I have in my life came without me doing some type of work, working for it. Um, but it's just getting out of my head because fitness is a realm that this is not what I'm used to. Like I didn't grow up being an athlete or anything like that. Like working out, like people will be like, I love the gym. And I'll be like, what? You do? Cause I don't. Like it's not fun at all. So yeah, I think just the discipline of it, the knowing that you got to do the work and just getting out of my own way about it. So yeah, I got to stop talking about it and be about it.
I think it comes down to a standard. Like I think that we communicate one standard, but we have a different one,
Yeah.
right? Like we're willing to accept less.
Yeah. Ooh,
Right?
that's it.
Like we say, oh, I gotta do this, and that. That's the standard, but we're accepting less. And so it just comes down to what are you willing to accept? That's what it comes down to because I can guarantee you that if we gained a certain amount of weight, we'd be like, oh nah,
Yeah.
Heck no.
For
I was
sure.
watching, I forgot who it was, but there was some rapper and people were like, dude, you lost a lot of weight. What happened? And he said, I was holding my friend's baby
Mm.
and the baby was trying to suck milk out
What?
of my chest because I had my shirt off. And
Uh-oh.
he's a guy, right? And so he was like, oh no. And he lost weight immediately.
Shut
Because to
up.
him, that was like the straw that broke the camel's back, right? And I
Well,
know for me, this one time I saw a picture on Facebook and I said,
that was me the other day.
I
Like,
was like,
oh,
is that me?
who is that?
That can't be
Imposter.
me. Now that was the year when I lost 40 pounds. I said, now look, that will
Listen.
never be me again.
Mm,
Right?
girl.
Because I don't care what angle.
Listen. Yeah,
That
no.
one, look, it's a no. It's
You
a no for me,
listen.
dog.
Trust me. That's where I am right now. Like, you can't even finesse the angles. Like, you're out now. Like,
Exactly.
no.
Look. But I think that that's what it comes down to is
Mm,
that a lot of times it's like, oh, I can gain weight as long as when I take pictures, I still look good because I know my angles. But the
Mhm.
second it don't matter what angle it is,
ugh,
then you're gonna be like, oh no, she got to lose weight. But Tony Robbins said everybody has a standard, right? And he talked about how for most people, no matter what, they're not gonna leave the house without brushing their teeth.
yeah.
Right? You cannot like the toothbrush or you cannot like the toothpaste. You might not have your favorite toothpaste. You might be at a hotel, have forgotten your toothpaste. You will go downstairs and ask, right? You will
Mm.
try to borrow, beg, borrow, and steal
Mm,
before you leave the house without brushing your teeth. And we have standards like that in our life, but we just don't always articulate them. So we do have a standard around our weight. We do have a standard around what we look like. We do have a standard around, what type of friends or relationships or jobs or interactions or places we go. We do have standards, but a lot of times we're willing to accept something less.
mm.
But if you ain't got no toothpaste, the toothpaste that you said you hated, you will use.
You
Definitely.
sure would.
If you
'Cause
hungry and
Definitely.
you can't find no food and you
You
be
go,
like, I don't eat McDonald's,
you
you,
baby,
gonna
you eat
need to,
McDonald's today.
yeah.
listen.
Yeah.
You, that's
It,
a
If you get hungry enough.
you're gonna eat it. Go ahead, Ebony.
but that goes back to the whole thing. Like if you want it enough, you're going to go after it. But it makes me think back to the topic. Like we be afraid to heal because we feel like we're gonna become unrecognizable
Mm,
to people. Like when you go through the weight loss or whatever, the weight gain, some people, dang, I didn't even know who you was. So you saying you don't know me? I became unrecognizable to you? Is that what you're saying? But if you look at it, that's what we're afraid of.
mm,
We're afraid of the healing part of it because we want to not be in that space, but we don't want to become unrecognizable to certain people, not realizing the people that we're trying to not become unrecognizable to are the reason why we can't heal,
mm,
because
Mm,
we're still trying to make sure they're able to see us in the way that they see us and us not see ourselves the way that we need to see ourselves, which is healed.
mm.
right. Now that's a whole word
Yeah, I'm like,
because
hang on.
if you keep going with the weight, there are a lot of times where people will say, don't lose too much.
Mm,
Because you're gonna
Don't
become
don't lose your butt.
yeah,
Don't lose, and it's like, first of all, I'll lose however much I want to lose whenever I want
right.
to lose it, right?
It's my fat, and I want it gone
I
now.
want it gone.
Okay.
But that is very true
Mm,
because if I heal, then I have to let go of toxicity. If I heal, I gotta set some things free. And I don't know if you're on the other side of my healing. I don't know if what I'm attached to now is on the other side of my healing. So healing is going to cost me.
mm,
And I don't know what it's going to cost.
mm. So I'm gonna just hold on.
I'ma hold on and I'm gonna stay
Hold on.
broken
Ooh.
because right now I know what it costs.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Cost me right now if I ain't lose weight. I know I can't fit in the size I want to fit in. That's what it costs
that's it.
if I don't lose weight. Right? But if I start being healthy, now I gotta eat healthy. Now I gotta go to healthy places. Now, whatever your thing is, some people became vegan, right? So now I can't eat this and I can't eat that, or I don't eat after 7, or I don't, whatever your thing is that got you healthy,
Mhm.
you have to maintain it,
Yeah.
right? So that's what it's going to cost you.
Mm. Right. No
And
flaming
and if
hot.
y'all are not,
Ooh.
girl, no, don't speak on flaming hot. But if y'all are not on the journey with me,
Yeah.
and y'all keep wanting to eat meat,
Mm.
and I'm trying to be vegan, and y'all don't even, and then you got the nerve to talk mess about me eating vegan. It's one thing if you respect it and you accommodate. You like, oh, well, here they got nice vegan options. Let's go. I'm gonna eat my burger, but here, girl, you can do your vegan.
Mm.
But you
That's
don't. But
hard.
but now you're impeding on my progress, right?
Ooh.
So now I have to abandon who I've become
Ooh.
to stay your friend.
Mm.
Girl, you just said a whole word impeding on who I am trying to be. And now I have to abandon who I'm trying to be your
To be
friend.
your friend.
What?
And it's
Exactly. Well,
and
you
it's
know what?
like
Ain't work the little restaurant now, because now you got to go. Okay, because I didn't
Ooh.
said I don't eat meat.
I don't say it, but it's
I
like
said
you're decreasing your value
Mm.
by keep allowing what you know is not helping your healing to have access to you. It's like, is this whatever your this is, because everybody got a this, I don't care what they say, is this worth your healing? Like,
is it worth
it,
it?
is you keeping this friend worth your healing? Is you keeping this job worth your healing? Like,
Exactly. And if if Chanel keep pulling me to meat restaurants and I'm vegan, which by the way, totally not a vegan. That's
Nothing.
just the example.
Not doing that.
I was eating
I'm
some wings
listen.
yesterday.
And
Okay.
I'm the foodie one. I'm gonna find you what you eat, whatever you
Exactly.
eat. So I got you.
But if you are unwilling to support or at least respect,
mm,
right? If you can't even respect the fact that now I'm vegan, then eventually I'm gonna start back eating meat, and then I'm gonna be back where I was,
Ooh, that part. I'm gonna be back where I was. That cycle.
right?
Here I am. In the
Because you keep wanting to go to wing spots. Now,
And I said, we don't do that.
now if we go to a more open restaurant, cool. But you keep making me meet you at the wing spot,
Because you want me to be
knowing
with
I
you
love
at.
Elsa's,
Listen, listen. You know I love them
and then
wings
you
at
keep
Elsa.
offering me wings with
Listen,
blue cheese.
okay. You know I loves the platter. Now,
You know I love the platter. Okay.
but that is so true. I mean, it's a whole lot of words. So
You're dragging me down.
dragging me down to where you are when I'm trying to elevate to
Ooh.
something else. That's man, but you got to see that. You got to
mm,
listen to that gut when that
You
happens.
keep
You have to be
gossiping. I
aware.
don't want to gossip no more.
I'm out.
And
Listen,
every time you call me, it's to talk about somebody else.
and I'm out because I don't even care.
And it don't serve me.
Mm, mm,
yeah, it's just it. Oh, that, but
yeah.
it's crazy because people don't want to see you. Like, they be afraid that they're gonna be left behind, right? But at the same time, they don't want to see you heal. They would rather prefer you broken because, like I said before, that makes them stronger because you're broken. So you're codependent on them. And you have become so codependent on them, even though you know that they're the reason why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. But you don't know who you're going to be outside of that thing that keeps hindering you, that keeps breaking you. Like, it keeps re-breaking you. Like,
Let's talk about that. Why? Why don't I want to see Chanel healed?
Mm.
Why I gotta keep
because then you're going to feel like it's no use for you.
Yeah.
If she's healed,
mm,
you're going to feel like it's no use for you.
Where do I fit? And
How do you feel?
that the old adage like misery loves company.
misery
We
loves
talked about
Yeah.
company.
that before.
That's
Mhm.
true.
So if I'm in this space where I'm miserable, I'm down, I want to be, my lower self. I want you to be your lower self too. Because if you're your higher self, then you're expecting me to be my
Mhm.
higher self, and I don't want to right now. Like I want to
Wait,
be my
but
lower
I
self.
I
may
don't
not
want to grow up.
necessarily be expecting you to be your higher self, but it could reveal to you that you're not your higher self.
That part too.
Mhm.
That part too, for sure.
Because
It's
all I'm
definitely gonna
saying
reveal.
is I don't want to eat meat no more,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Yeah.
Meat may not be your thing. Like you can probably eat meat and it's fine,
Yep.
right?
Yep. That is true. Like it's definitely gonna reveal now, and that's the thing. Like, so if I said that I'm gonna be vegan, and then you be like, okay, I'm gonna try vegan too, but then you still going to all the chicken places. It's like, no, like, are you really trying to do this or what? Because I'm doing it, and you still in your cycle. You still be in your lower self. So this not serving me. So I have to remove myself from this.
That's true. Because
Mhm.
then too, I have to assess if me seeing you keep going on and off the wagon,
Mhm.
if is that tempting me
Man, that's good. The off the wagon.
on and off
Jesus.
the wagon, right?
Just gotta pull the spare out the back of the trunk because
Oh.
at this point I'm barely hanging on. But it
Mm.
goes back to the quote when I said, and it was like a couple weeks ago. Y'all know I don't be remembering them verbatim because I don't write them down. But when I said that, and this equates to healing too, like healing and boundaries are not supposed to create enemies,
Mm.
but healing and creating boundaries will show you who your enemies are because they're going to go up against your healing and they're going to disrespect your boundaries.
Mm. You
Mm.
you did post that, and I
Yeah, you
reposted
showed
that.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I posted something along those lines because y'all know I
Yes,
don't.
it was healing and boundaries don't create enemies, but they
Yep.
will expose them.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. That's what it was. Yep. But they will expose them, and that's very true.
And
Listen.
that is true.
Mm.
because
That
when
is
I
true
started creating
because
them boundaries, I was like, oh, so
so
you mad?
and it's so crazy because I actually had to learn what an enemy was,
Mm,
because in my mind, I'm like, there's some people who I may not like or care for,
Mhm.
but you're not my enemy,
Sure.
right? Like I'm not going to actively go against or attack anyone,
Yeah.
right? Like I just may not care for you. I don't like your attitude or whatever. So I just simply choose not to interact or engage. But I had to learn. I listened to this lady who said that the Bible defines enemy as if anybody who comes against you. And then that's when I was like, oh, I may not be someone's enemy, but that doesn't mean that I don't have enemies. Because
Mm.
anyone who is going
mm,
against my progress,
mm.
going against my
Wow.
purpose,
Yep.
Listen,
going against my mission,
listen.
Come on.
look, is an enemy.
It's the enemy of mine.
Keep
Is an
going.
enemy, unfortunately,
Wow.
right? Unfortunately,
Yeah.
because you don't have to. You could simply just choose not to participate.
Mhm.
But if you invest the energy to go against me,
To actively.
Mm,
to
Sure.
actively go against me,
Yeah.
by definition, you are an enemy.
Mm.
Because you
mm.
could simply just not give a F if I'm vegan or not, right? And just choose a
Right.
general restaurant. But if you keep choosing to go to the wing place
Right.
where all they got is wings,
And you already know that
and
I'm
I already
on one.
said, right,
Okay. Mm.
then it's a
Um,
problem.
it's a problem because you're actively. I like that word, and I think that's a good word to say. Actively going against. Mm-hmm. Mm. Woo,
That is
Jesus.
heavy.
Yeah, it
Or
really
like
That
is.
if you say, oh, I'm taking a break from dating,
Yeah.
but I keep introducing you to dudes every
is.
week.
Ugh.
And I keep telling dudes slide in her DL. And you like, dude, I'm taking a break. I'm trying to work on me. I'm trying to reassess. I don't want the patterns no more. But I keep sending the patterns your way.
Mm.
Mm,
Girl,
mm,
yeah, like,
Then
mm.
it's like, well, what's her intention?
yeah, why are you not
Why
listening?
would I do that?
Right.
Didn't she just say I'm working on me? Now you didn't exactly say like don't send no guys my way, but what you said was I'm working on me, I'm taking a break.
So that
So with
means
that understanding, right,
right, you're
exactly.
out.
Why would I
Exactly. Oh, Jesus.
That
Lord
is
have mercy.
that is heavy.
Listen,
That
that
is. She said because you keep bringing the patterns. When people bring the patterns to you,
mm,
is the one they're bringing the patterns to you.
I wish that you was in the same room as me, because it's a finger. I'm pointing at you.
listen, this is for you. Okay?
We gonna do a virtual high five. They bring the patterns to
When
you,
people
though.
bring the toxic patterns
Ooh.
to you,
But again, that goes back to that key because you done gave them access to that door. Because we done
you didn't
opened
get.
the door like, come on
But
in.
here's the thing. But you don't see me as a threat because you think I'm your friend.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
But remember what what's his name said? What Birdman said, right? Is that the enemies are the ones closest to
Yep.
you. Haters are far away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
Hello,
you know a
Judas.
hater.
Hello, Judas
Yes.
was right there
Listen.
with Jesus. Okay,
Listen. They
he was
kissed my
right
man
there.
and everything. So yeah, he was right there. Mm.
That is.
Everybody want to look at the haters. The haters are far away.
But it's
They off in the distance. They using the binoculars.
They're using a binocular.
they outside the club
And they're
trying to
doing
get
what you expect. Exactly. They're doing what you expect. But
in.
the enemies
Mm.
have to have access. They need the key.
Ooh.
And we be the one. Ooh, I'm finna go. I'm finna hang up on y'all. Show over. Cause we be show over. Listen, because you just said something. They need the key, but who gives
Ooh.
it to them?
Who gives
them
them
the key?
who
We
gives them
do.
access to that
We
key?
give them the
Yep.
key, and
The
that's why I
enemy
listened
is
to this guy the other day, and he said when you get betrayed by someone that you love,
Mhm.
it changes you because
Oh
now you
yeah.
have to beg into question your own judgment and your own character because how could you have missed this, right? Like that becomes a thing. It's like how come I didn't see this before,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yep.
How did I give this because you realize eventually after you're done being mad at them, right? You realize that I gave them the key.
Mm. That's crazy.
Especially if it's a pattern, because now you're like, oh, but they're actually being who they always been, but I keep giving them the key.
Mm.
Why? Why do I keep giving them the key if I already know what it is?
It's the we give the enemies the key that I'm still sitting thinking about.
Girl.
But that's what we have to. I think that that's how we heal, though. Like that's how we acknowledge our own error, right? And that's how we get to the accountability. Is because we know that they have to have access.
Yeah. They
Because
did.
the truth is, other people that's not close to you, they can hurt you, but not really. Like they can make you
Yeah.
salty,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. They definitely gonna make you
Like
hurt.
if somebody who we don't know comments on this episode and be like, "All of y'all ugly," we're gonna be like,
Okay. Right.
"Okay,
Like, what's her point?
keep scrolling," right?
Right.
But if your best friend say something like that, then you'll be like, "Dang,
Right, that's how you feel?
Right.
right?
You really
Okay."
be sad.
Mm. But
That's
then
yeah.
the thing with the keys, right? Because I'm really sitting here thinking about this. Like the thing with the keys, right? Each key opens a different door, right?
Mm.
So
Mhm.
each key is labeled with something. So it's like, why do we give that person access to that? Why do we give that person access to that? It's like y'all not cherishing these keys that I give y'all because these
You
keys
just
that
lost the key. Remember
yeah,
Right.
before the commercial
exactly.
break, somebody
Exactly.
just lost the
They
key.
lost the key and then we done made a copy. But the thing about it is these keys that we are giving to people are pieces of us. So it's
Yeah.
like we're passing out little pieces of ourselves. And like we just said, before the commercial break, honey, they done lost the key. So you didn't really cherish the piece of me that I gave you.
Mm. Not at all.
But why are we okay with that?
Mm.
I think when you start healing, so I think that we were never okay with it,
Yeah. No.
right? We were never okay with it, but we have made an allowance for it because we love them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we have made a deliberate decision to look beyond it and to look beside it and make excuses for why we allowed it. They
Touche.
didn't mean it. They don't know no better, blah, blah, blah. But once you start healing, then I think we start to think about ourselves.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
all those other excuses, we were considerate of them,
Yep.
Yeah, man.
right? But now, once you start healing, you're like, nobody gets to treat me like that, period.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I'm taking my key. Good
That's
day,
good. I say
Good
good day.
day. I
Good
said
day.
good day.
Mhm.
right? Because we understand. that we have the power, right? Like it's my key.
Yeah.
And I actually get to choose who I give it to. And my
Mhm.
standard is that I only give it to people that respect it. And you have shown me time and time again that you don't respect it. And so now the same thing has happened again.
Yep.
And I understand that I can change the lock or I can take back my key.
Mm-hmm.
How
I can
about I'm
change
changing
the
the
lock.
lock? How
Yes.
about I'm changing the lock and I'm taking back my key?
Yes.
Because you're gonna try to stick that old key in my new lock. That's what you not gonna do.
Listen,
Okay.
you keep
Listen.
fiddling. Nope, I gotta change
But
the
you
lock
you get to
and
that because first you're like, oh, they lost the key. Oh my God. Right. You're hurt and all of that. But then you're like, oh, but I could change the lock. Or I
mm-hmm.
own the key. I own the lock. Right. Like
Yeah.
I own a piece of this.
Mm. Mm.
I
No,
gave them the key. I gave them the access so I can restrict it.
That's good.
that is real good.
Right.
That's
And I
so
mean,
good.
and I think that, what happens is a lot of times because things have always been, we think they always have to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not true because look, some people have worked at companies all their life and get laid off.
So do you hear me? All right, so we're gonna pause right here because it's looking like it's almost time for another break. So thank you for tuning in to Brunch with Besties podcast. We will be back in 3 minutes. In 3 minutes.
Hey Peyton, you know what I've been craving lately? Some ice cream.
Then we have to go to Slush and Roll. They have the best handmade ice cream rolls. You can add any toppings you like. Sprinkles, crushed Oreos, and my favorite, marshmallows. And you can top it off with whipped cream or delicious chocolate drizzle.
I just looked them up, and you can find them at 12742 Crenshaw Boulevard in Hawthorne, California. And they even have vegan options too.
They sure do. And they are open from Tuesday to Sunday, 12 to 8 p.m.
And I just followed them on Instagram at Slush and Roll. Sounds too good. Let's go right now.
Yay!
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mysterious Jax from Ladies Night Radio Show. That's right, the entertaining, fun show with cheeseman, hot topics, and just all girl talk. This show is for the ladies, so make sure you catch it every Friday at 7:30 with me and my ladies, only on TGN Latinx.
Hooty-hoo! Are you looking for a DJ for your next private party, wedding, club, corporate event, tour, or even bar mitzvah? DJ Dash is the guy that can get it done. With 10 years plus experience in both audio and video DJing, I can cater to literally any crowd for any occasion. Call or text me now at area code 323-854-2013. Once again, that's 323-854-2013. And don't forget to keep up with me on all social medias, including SoundCloud, handle at Dash Approved, DASHAPPROVED. See you soon.
Yo, this is Jay Slee from Hollywood Unlocked, and even though they extra as hell, check out Never Not Extra on TGN Network.
That's right.
Y'all gotta have notes, cue cards, teleprompter.
Hey everybody, I'm Jaja, your local health professional and wellness coach looking to help you build health, wealth, and community. Call me, text me at 951-569-8296 or find me at _JZA on Instagram.
What's going on, everyone? This is Mark Cooks, financial strategist and retirement expert. I am here to satisfy your financial needs when it comes to life insurance, retirement planning, and debt settlement. So please give me a call at 323-800-7621 or hit me up on Instagram at blacksuperman_AMC. Let's schedule an appointment today.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Alex Himes from Courtside Radio. We love to have you tuning in every Monday and Thursday at 6:30 p.m. right here on the Good News Radio Network. Don't forget to tune in every week, people. We'll see you then.
Birthdays are meant for celebration, and when it comes to celebrating, Flour and Sugar never misses a beat. Offering custom cake designs to fit any special occasion, your cake will be the talk around town. From sushi cakes to perfume bottles, everything is always edible with flavors like Oreo, banana pudding, and our top flavor, strawberry shortcake. I can't miss. Order your special cake today by email at flourandsugarla@gmail.com or visit our website at flourandsugar.store. Or if you want to see new design, follow us on Instagram at _flour_and_sugar_.
It's Keith Good News here, telling and reminding y'all to make sure you listen to Top of the Morning.
All righty, and we are back. Thank you for tuning in to Brunch with Besties Brunch with Besties. I keep saying podcast. I'm sorry. To these show, we have evolved, y'all. I'm still learning this, and we are here with Eboni P. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. And we were just talking about people who are afraid to heal because they don't know who they will become. So thank you all for tuning in. All right.
It costs everything's gonna cost you, right? Every
Yeah.
decision that we make, everything that we choose. Like when you pick up something, you got to put down something else. So if we're gonna pick up healing, then what are we putting down?
That's the part.
And the thing with that is when we put it down, like truly leave it down there. Don't
That's
put
the thing.
don't put it halfway down there. Talking about I'm just gonna sit you right there. And then I'm gonna be
We
back.
more like tuck it away. It's like in the purse. It ain't
Right,
put
like
down. It's like
you
put up where we still got
like
access
in
to
that
it.
little compartment in your purse where you can't never find nothing, and then when you unzip it, you
Yes.
like, oh, here we go. No, that's not what we're doing. Like that's not what we're doing. When we clean out the purse, we really gonna throw it away. We're not gonna transfer that into another purse, okay? Because that's what we be doing. We be transferring it into another purse and then carrying it with us and wondering why we so heavy because we done transferred
Ooh,
it.
that's
Throw it in
good.
the garbage.
You're wondering why we so heavy. Listen, you didn't
Because we
transfer.
don't just throw it in the garbage. We just keep transferring it, putting it in a different purse, making it look different. You guys.
I love that. That's what's up. That's a good one. You can't keep transferring it because then you wondering why. Like, why am I so heavy? Why am I feeling like this? And I've been there too. Like, well, why? Because you tried to transfer your healing to something else, and it's like, no, you got to sit down and sift through this. I need to figure out what I need to shred. I need to figure out what I need to burn. I need to figure out what I need to throw underneath the garbage dumpster. Like you have to figure all those things out. But that's good. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I think that unfortunately you discover what it's going to cost you and what you need to give up because it starts to become in conflict with your healing, right? So if I'm healing and you are picking at the scab, then it's you.
Yeah, it's you.
If you pick at the scab, it's you.
It's
If
you.
this place, you know what I mean? If this place is picking at the scab, because hopefully what happens is you become committed to healing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I become committed to healing, then it don't matter what it's gonna cost me. Anybody can get it. You know.
That's the part. Listen, it's
If I become committed to it, if I start to see the benefits of it, if I like who I'm becoming, anybody can get it because I'm choosing me.
All the time, and like Ebony said, like I'm wearing my crop tops and it's winter. Like,
because I always put it on.
Listen,
Right, so
you
can tell me I'm too skinny. You a hater, right?
Listen,
okay.
Because where there's a crop top, I'm gonna wear it. And then
saying.
if there's winter, then I'm just gonna put a cardigan over it. But y'all gonna see this work, okay? Because I don't put in this work, and y'all gonna see it.
That's all I'm saying. The same thing goes with the healing. Like I'm about to be me. You get me, this healed version of me. I ain't got time for no shenanigans, no toxicity, none of that. Like it's a wrap.
Because now I've created a new standard, right? So before I was willing to accept less, but now I'm not.
Yeah.
Because this new version of me won't allow me to accept less because now I know what I deserve.
Yeah.
That's good.
That is
right. So
that's good. That's so good. And then it's like, as much as you invested in my brokenness, are you gonna invest that much in my healing?
Ooh,
like
you lucky you ain't come to the studio.
Okay, listen,
pillow right in your face.
Listen, the snow had me because I text my good sister at 6 o'clock this morning. I said it is a storm, and me and Tamika and Calvin will not be treading in the storm. But I love you guys.
Listen.
No, but that's true. Look, because as committed as you were, and that's the thing too, is if I can see that, if I can see that you were fully invested in my brokenness, but there is no commitment to my healing. I mean, you had a ball
fully
when I was broken. Okay. Love to pick at laughing as you picked at the scab.
Eating snacks.
Eating snacks. I mean,
snacks.
enjoying it because again, misery loves company.
Absolutely, that front row seat to all
the front
of it.
row seat. It's comical to you.
Man, that is.
I just got a whole nother analogy, y'all.
What you got?
Like when the movies, okay, when you go to the movies before the movie come, right? You get the previews of the other movies. So this is the thing: people already see the previews of how we're going to be when we're healed, and they don't want to watch that.
Ooh.
They don't want to watch that. They don't want to sit and be entertained by that. They don't want to sit and learn from that. So they would rather us stay broken.
Yeah,
Because that's more
because
entertaining and more worth to them than us operating in our healing.
that's true. It's more entertaining to see me broken than it is to see me healed. And watching me heal is going to reveal to you your brokenness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the part. And you may not be ready to take accountability for your own brokenness,
Right.
but that ain't got nothing to do with me.
I
'Cause
might know I need to lose. I might know I need to lose 20, but if Chanel lose 10 right now, I'm gonna be like, I really need to lose 20. Right.
Look now.
I really need to lose. Like, dang.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
So then it serves me to tell Chanel, don't lose too much weight, right?
Yep.
Because next to me,
Listen.
you're gonna be the fit friend. Right? Okay, so Brittany is a prime example because
Oh yes.
out here doing the absolute
Snapping. Do you hear
her
me?
fit on, right? But how we gonna be? Are we going to encourage the progress, the healing, the workouts? Are we gonna cheer? Or are we gonna be like, I mean, I don't know why you doing burpees. I mean, you shouldn't be doing that. I don't know. Don't lose too much weight. Da 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 da. Because we don't want her to be the fit friend.
No, listen. Every time she posts, I'd be like, "Yes, girl, keep don't stop."
Right.
Because one day I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna be like, "Look, she is snapping," but again, she
Right.
not waiting for us to do that. She
She
like,
ain't waiting on us.
my goals.
But what I'm saying is, are we going to encourage
Absolutely,
the
yeah.
healing,
Yep.
or are we going to celebrate the brokenness
Exactly.
and
No.
try to pull her down to a place where because she's been consistent for what is it, like 80 days
80
now?
days. Listen,
Something
that's
like that.
because we are the healed friends. So no, that's out. We about to support
Right.
and
Either
love
don't say nothing at all,
that part.
or it better be go Brit,
Go Brit. Listen,
right,
you
or
snapping
say nothing.
on the real.
The options are STFU.
Okay. Listen, the same thing when I see Ebony. Every time I see you, Ebony, I'm just like, oh my God, her body is so cute. Like, I really need to get my life.
And she was just casually flexing. You can see her arm muscles all up in the camera.
Y'all so irritated. But listen. When Chanel seen me on Saturday, that's the first thing she said. Your body is so cute. Give me a hug. Like, girl.
Do you hear me? Her body is sick. Do you hear me? So you ain't wrong. Wear the crop
Just
tops all
casually.
year round.
Right.
Where there's a crop top, I'm gonna wear it. Okay. Just know it.
Notice that she bought the Brunch with Besties crop.
And I did. Because I ain't lying. Why was I going through the thing? Like, no. And then I was like, and then I'm real petty because I was like, if I get a t-shirt, all I'm gonna do is tie it in a knot. So let me
make it a crop top. Listen.
I was like, let me keep scrolling and see what else they have. There's a crop top. There is a God. Hallelujah.
There's a God. Look.
There is a God. We already knew that. That's right.
But y'all know what's crazy? Like, people are scared to heal because of who they're gonna become. But it's like, it's not even who they're gonna become. People are more scared to heal because of who they're gonna lose. It's not even about who we're gonna become.
Who they gonna lose?
It's about who we're going to lose.
That's the part.
Who and what?
Who and what?
Yeah.
Who and what? And sometimes it's even where.
Yeah.
The places.
The everything.
The everything.
Man.
Who would win and where?
Because too, like we were talking about friendships, but it could be marriages too. If I heal, and you in love with a different version of me. What does that mean?
Right.
Right? Or if I heal and I've been at this job for 20 years, but now I realize that this don't serve
it's time
me.
for me to go because it don't work.
Exactly. Or I realize that this ain't even my career. Like, this isn't even my path. I should be in a whole different field. Like, take out the organization, right? But I'm talking about the industry. So now I got to start over.
That's crazy. And that is work. And that is so funny because Ebony and I were talking about that before the show started, about the dude who was married for, what was it, like 38 years he was married?
Yeah, he was married for like, because, okay, first of all, Sherry, me and Chanel, we be watching random stuff, like on Netflix. I don't know. Just pray for us, okay? But anyway, so it was this show like Say I Do or something like that. And it's like these three guys who help you plan the wedding. I just found the show today, okay? And I'm almost done. Pray for me. But listen, It was this man on there. He was married for 38 years, okay? And he was telling, his new girlfriend, his new fiance, whatever, that he feel like his wife that he was married to for 38 years did not know him. That is so heavy. But that's just like I was telling y'all when I came on the first time, when I came on the first time, that if I didn't heal from my daddy issues, that it was gonna mess up my marriage.
Yeah.
Because they was bad. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy thing with that is a lot of my daddy issues was self-imposed because I was expecting my dad to give me something that he didn't even get.
That's the
and
part.
then once I realized that he can't give me what he can't get, so why am I mad at him for being only what he was able to get from what he saw? But people don't want to take the accountability to heal themselves to make things better. They would rather just quit and be done.
That was a word. That was good. And I that was me too with my own daddy issues and having to recognize that no, like you have to figure this out, or every relationship that you're going to be a part of is going to be these cycles over and over and over.
And that's what it's going to cost you.
Rinse, cycle, repeat.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all that rinse, cycle,
I
repeat.
too had to realize the same thing about my own daddy issues, right? As I was like, all right, if you don't do this,
yep.
It's going to affect
everything.
every relationship.
And I'm not going to keep trying to carry this daddy issue bag everywhere I go.
Not at all.
Even though, you know what, it's not my fault, but it is my responsibility.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't get to choose my dad.
Now that's good.
That is
right.
good.
I was a child. Didn't deserve it. Blah blah blah. But here we are.
Here we are.
Yeah, here we are again.
Here we are. And what are we gonna do about it?
Yeah.
What are we going to do about it? So, and it's a process.
Yeah.
Like my whole healing journey with my dad, that's a whole process. 12 years.
Listen,
girl, and I'm still going through. Like it's still a process. Yeah.
Listen, Linda.
Because you want to do this thing and then be like, all right, now we're healed. That's not it. That is not it. There were times where me and my dad were in a great place, and then like he would say certain things and not mean anything by it.
Yeah.
But like this one time he said something like, "Oh, I'm getting," like he said something like, "I don't want to work no more." Like I don't. So he said something to the effect of like, "I'm done with kids. Like I'm done taking care of kids." Da 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 da. Blah blah blah. And me and my brother was like, "Hold on, partner. How?
Whoa.
How? Wait a minute. So what kids are you done with? Right?
Whose kids is you done with?
What kids per se?
Right. But what he means is I'm tired of working, I'm tired of whatever, blah blah blah, and that's the way that he decided to communicate it, right? But I had to realize that what he said wasn't offensive. I was offended.
Sure. Ooh, that's
because
good.
I still wasn't here.
I'm about to go. So over.
That was so good.
Right? So I actually never even said anything to him about it because at first I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
Yeah.
And then me and my brother had to dialogue about it. And then like I had to kind of me and him both, my brother and I had to come to that realization like, okay, but this is what he really is saying. This is what we heard. And this is what's triggering because of this.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But take all of that out of the equation. He's just talking stuff like parents do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. He just running at the mouth.
He just running at the mouth, saying that he tired of working.
Yeah. He's just talking loud and saying nothing.
Listen.
Just talking loud and saying nothing. Okay.
Jesus. Yes. And in that aspect, I feel your daddy. Shoot, I'm tired of working too.
Right. Exactly. And I don't even have kids. I'm tired of them. Okay. I'm tired of them. I don't have none.
Listen, I'm tired of mine and the kids that I work with. So I'm tired of children.
Look.
But yes, that's
what you just said was so heavy. Like what he said wasn't offensive, but you were offended.
That
Do
part.
you know how heavy that is? Because people honestly, and I'm talking about me, raise hand. guilty.
People as in me.
Me, like people take stuff, they hear it, and they're automatically offended.
Yeah.
They're automatically offended when something that was said wasn't even offensive, but because our guards are always up, because we were hurt for so many different things, that we take things so offensively, even when it's not offensive.
Exactly. Right.
That's the whole word.
But if you are healing, right, then you can at least make the attempt to decipher.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
That's why a lot of times when I'm offended by stuff, I'm quiet because I don't want to react. I need to respond. I need to respond because if I react, I have to be accountable for my reaction.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that I trust myself to do so.
Mm.
Because I'm not going to apologize because I'm whatever I say, I mean. That's one thing you can always count on from me. I mean what I say.
Yep, because I said what I said.
I said what I said.
What I said.
Yes.
That's
I
that's
meant
all.
that.
I said it.
Oh, you were just angry? Nope. I meant it.
Yep, I meant it. And I said it. So
I meant it, and I'll repeat it if you would like.
Hey, that's
But
it.
but I think that when you are healing, you can pause and have those reflections and say, like, okay, what did this person say? What did they do? Is that what they were getting at? Is this a pattern? You know, do
For
they
sure.
do this all the time?
Yeah.
Or do I need to go have a conversation with them?
No,
Right. Sometimes in that case, I felt like I didn't because I felt like this is me.
Yeah.
This is not him. This is me. So since this is me, I'm going to have the conversation with myself. Or in that case, I chose to dialogue with my brother because I was like, "Did you hear what he said?" He was like, "I can't stand when he says stuff like that." Right. But then we got to talk about it, and we were like, "You know what? That is not.
That ain't it.
That ain't
that
it.
wasn't it. Yeah.
That's
That
not
wasn't
it." Right. He said what he said, and we got hit in the crossfire because of our wounds.
Yep, because of those.
Because I'm already wounded.
Yep.
Right? But remember, we already discovered that the healing of the wounds is my responsibility. So if the healing of the wounds is my responsibility, and I got hit in the crossfire because of my wound, then it's not his issue. It's my issue. So I'm gonna take it up with me.
Because he was just speaking freely. I don't even know that,
Y'all, okay, here I go with a crazy analogy again. Sorry, it's coming. Okay, so y'all talking about the bullets passing, right? And you said you got hit in the crossfire of your dad's words. But if we're healing, right, we should have on our bulletproof vest of healing so that when certain situations come, we won't be so offended by it. You know what I'm saying? But I think when we healing too, we become extra sensitive. Like everything is so touchy because we're in the middle of like discovering what triggers are and all of that. So it's like everything is so touchy when it's really not meant to be. It's like you just have to listen. But we don't listen. We listen to response instead of listening.
Yep. And I think, and I'm gonna try to wrap us up, but I definitely think that, with what you just said, I think that would be another great topic to say, well, how do you get there? Like, how do you address that bulletproof vest so that you're not caught in a crossfire? But I think, at least for me, and Sherry, Renee, you can speak for your situation, but I know like some stuff my dad says too, where I'm just like, this dude, like what? Like then I'll be pissed off like for a long time, and then I don't want to talk to him no more because he said something like just talking, but I have an open wound, so now I'm mad. But then I think that's just still a part of me personally where I'm at in my healing. Like Sherry said, you have to go through the steps. Okay, well, what did I hear? Like, what was the context, like trying to piece it all together and then making sense of that. Like it wasn't even really like this not about you. They're just talking freely. This don't got nothing to do with you and your how you felt about this person in the past. So for me, it's just still working through that. So my bulletproof vest is like I'm trying to get it on, but it's not buckled up yet, or it's like it don't fit right. So it's like getting to that part. So I would love to further talk about that. Like how do you not be so sensitive to the things that's happening to you as you're healing. I think that would be super dope.
I don't think you do. I think
Mm.
you're hurt, so you are sensitive. You know what I mean? But I think it's how you respond and what you choose
How
to
you
do with
respond,
it,
yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's telling you something. So are you listening to what it's telling you? You
Mm.
know, because at that point, everything, this was probably like, maybe 10 years ago. We were probably like 2 years in, and I thought things were going great with my dad, and he just will make these little comments every now and again, and I'd be like, hmm.
Like,
So
hold
I
up.
think exactly. But I think it comes down to, what are you going to do? What does that reveal? What it revealed to me is that while I'm making progress in my relationship with him, I still have my own repairs that need to be done.
That
So
part.
I might make good with him,
Yeah.
but I still have to take care of me. So making amends with him did not heal me. It's part of it.
Yep. That's the
But
part.
there's still work to be done I still own.
Yeah.
And part of it too came about learning him.
Yeah. Yep.
How did you get addicted to drugs? What made, because when he said whatever he said about like, oh, I'm tired of like taking care of kids or something like that. And then, my thought was, you ain't take care of me because you was out there on these drugs. Right.
Right. Hearing the context of it all makes a heck of a difference,
Right.
man.
But it allowed me to ask more questions like,
Yeah.
well, tell me what happened. Help me understand, like, help me walk through where you were in your life as a 20 whatever year old, right, that got caught up in this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that I can put it into context. So when I hear you say stuff, I can frame it, I can reframe it in my mind in the way that it is in yours. Because in my mind, it's hitting a wound.
For sure.
So let me separate. Same thing with my mom. When I needed her to say I didn't want you.
Yeah, you're right. I had to hear those words.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when she finally said it, I was like, whew, thank God.
And then you heard it in context. Like,
But
okay,
then I heard it in context.
what was the
I
reason?
too would not want to be
Absolutely.
pregnant by a man who's an addict. Who wants that?
Absolutely.
No one does.
Absolutely. Yep.
Right?
Dang, this is so good. And we're down to the last 4 minutes, so we need to definitely touch on our to-go box before we have to get off of air. It has been amazing with you ladies, as always.
I think Ebony trying to get a mic, Sinead.
Oh, I think so. I'm just saying, like,
y'all can just.
I'm just saying. I think
because I'll be blocking y'all every other week. I don't know, because
Hey, listen, I'm just saying. It sounds like it to me, but in my to-go box, I'm definitely taking away a lot of what we talked about. I love all of the analogies. Like the key analogy is definitely something I'm taking away. Like, I can't make you a new key. I'm gonna change the locks, but I need my keys back because I'm new. I'm a different person. And we talked about this on the last show. Like, when you're healing, like, you're not the same person that you were a year ago, a day ago, a week ago, 10 minutes ago. Like, you're allowed to be different and evolve and change and to accept that change. So that's what I'm going to take away from today. Really great conversation. Ebony, we're going to have you back on for sure, but that's what I'm taking away for today. Sherry Renee, what you taking away?
Child, everything. My to-go box is full. I'm taking away that there's a cost, right? And what are we willing to accept, and what are we no longer willing to accept? And that's really the difference between the unhealed version of you and the healed version of you, is what you're now willing to accept, and realizing that you need to choose yourself, and that if you are still willing to accept the things that the old you was willing to accept, then you have not changed. You have not healed, right? And you are indeed abandoning yourself. So
I love it.
I think that that's what it comes down to, is what is Sherry Renee willing to accept?
Okay.
That's what I'm going to be pondering on.
Cracking. I love it.
And also making sure that people is celebrating my healing.
That's right.
My wins. Because you ain't going to sit here and stir the pot on my mess and then have the nerve to not celebrate, because my life is not your entertainment.
Not at all. No, not at all. Do you hear me? I love that. Yes. Miss Ebony P, what you taking away? What's in your to-go box?
My to-go box has ripped, but it's okay. I am taking away that what a person says is not offensive, even though we were offended. That was very that was very heavy for me. And also, is a person willing to invest in my healing as much as they were willing to invest in my brokenness?
Ooh, whole lot of words on today's show. Definitely got to run this one back. But thank you, Ebony, for joining us again. This was awesome. Sherry Renee had the gems going. I cannot wait to listen back to this episode. It was really great.
Me neither, because I'm finna get my notebook out. Because y'all know,
Okay.
no, I have a Brush with Besties notebook, okay? Because y'all be saying stuff and I be having to write it down because listen.
I love
Even though I
it.
block y'all, but it's okay. I unblock y'all after I block y'all.
We love it. We love that. But thank you all for tuning in to Brunch with Besties show. Until next time, peace.
Peace.
Okay. Ebony then got herself off here. Because she was like, all right, y'all.
Look, she was like, peace.
Right. She said, bye. Oh, man. That is funny. She did exited off.
Look.
Oops, my bad. I thought I told her, like, you can stay on. It's all good.
And
But
my apologies for my tardiness. I was on that church call and then they were trying to pray and I was
yeah.
like, can I hang up while they praying?
I forgot you do that on Monday. No, you was good. I definitely had it set up.
I'm like, is
So
that a
it
thing? Can I
it
hang
all
up
worked.
and they praying? Is
I
that
said, not in the middle of prayer.
But then I was like, wait, they praying for me. I might need this one.
Exactly. You better get that prayer. Do you hear me? Did you get your tires?
Girl, so I had to get 4.
Yeah, you said that. That's
And
crazy.
in alignment. So yes, I did. I
Good.
got them. So
Okay. So you back up rolling?
up and running. Yes.
Good.
It
Good.
only cost me $1,000.
Oh no, boo! Because that
Mhm.
ain't a part of the budget. This was not in it.
Exactly.
This was not in it. Dang! What kind of tires your car take?
So they said that because my tires they had slashed them before that the tread was uneven.
Aww.
So they were like, it's wearing down. Like you might as well, excuse me, you might as well get all 4. And then I was like, dang, I used to a couple years ago one of my
Oh wait,
commodities was
sorry.
tires.
I didn't hit